I'm not pretty enough. Why does this always happen to me? What did I do to deserve this? I'm not good enough. There's no way I'm gonna get that job. I hate the color red. No one understands me. Have you ever said any of these things to yourself before? Negative thinking has a way bigger impact on us than you would think. Turn that frown upside down. Today I would like to talk about the effects of negative thinking. We'll talk about the causes of negative thinking, and we'll go over some solutions to counteract this thinking. Negative thinking can be different from person to person, but the overall effect is the same. According to Markey Medical 2021, there are several forms of negativity/negative thinking. They are cynicism, hostility, filtering, polarized thinking, jumping to conclusions, catastrophizing, blaming, emotional reasoning, fallacy of change, and heaven's reward fallacy. The body reacts the same to negative thinking as it does to stress, because that's what negative thinking is. Negative thinking can cause or worsen anxiety or depression and have a negative impact on things like your immune system and overall health, as we hear from Baptist Health on December 26, 2018. According to BCM Psychiatry on October 9, 2020, repetitive negative thinking could be linked to memory loss in older people. Now that we know a little bit about what negative thinking is, let's talk about some of the causes of negative thinking. There are many causes of negative thinking. Baptist Health tells us that the three major causes of negativity are overanalyzing, negative rumination, and outward-directed anger. Between the three of these are basically anything that could ever upset you, ever. Negative thinking is sometimes the easiest to imagine because self-doubt and worry are really basic human emotions. We hear another opinion on the cause of negative thinking from Inc.com on September 16, 2019. Their writer, John Brandon, tells us that it is because our bodies love cortisol. He tells us that known as an alarm system, your brain releases the chemical cortisol as a way to warn you about an immediate danger. These responses are common, and they trigger cortisol in your brain with a snap, which means negative thoughts come more easily than positive thoughts. Now that we've talked about some of the causes of negative thinking, let's talk about some solutions. There are as many solutions to negative thinking as there are causes. According to the Mayo Clinic, positive thinking can help with stress management. According to Scandinavian Journal of Psychology in 2019, positive thinking can have an effect on the outcome of a young cancer survivor. It has been shown time and time again that positive thinking can help speed along recovery. On May 9th, 2016, Forbes tells us that there are 13 ways to overcome negative thought patterns. They are: have a daily negative thought time, replace the negative thoughts, be your own best friend, write instead of think, make a conscious effort to find things to love, like, and appreciate, ask yourself some tough questions, establish new habits, stop watching the morning news, use affirmations, develop your success routine, channel those thoughts into something constructive, focus on gratitude, and try movement and meditation. I would only add to that to smile, even when you don't mean it. According to SCL Health, in June 2019, when you smile, your brain releases tiny molecules called neuropeptides to help fight off stress. Then other neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins come into play too. The endorphins act as a mild pain reliever, whereas serotonin is an antidepressant. On April 26, 2018, Forbes tells us 11 ways to stop negative thought patterns and move forward. They are: speak to the negative thought, get around positive people, don't expect everything to be perfect, work with an active mindset, develop a positive morning routine, just breathe, become intentional about your attitude, try the displacement theory, focus on the promise, not the problem, tap into the root problem, and make a conscious choice. Now, some of this advice might sound a little corny to you, but take it from me. We all need a little corny sometimes. Now we have every reason in the world to smile. Today we talked about negative thinking, what it is, and how it is a huge problem. We also talked about some great solutions to negative thinking. If you ever have trouble finding a reason to smile, start small and be sure to say one positive thing, either to someone else or to yourself, per day for a week. Then try to move up to 5 positive things a day. Be sure to do something just for yourself at least once a week. This might seem trivial, but I can personally promise you that it works. If all else fails, eat some ice cream. That always makes me smile. If something this simple can improve your health, don't you owe it to yourself?